Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to the Art of Tarot. This is your August 2021 reading. This reading is valid for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars. You can check out the meanings of the placements in the description box below. Also, you find all the other information that you need. I start with general energies in the beginning, and in the second part of the reading I will look into a love and love relationship situation, and I will also pull some charms for the English speaking reading. I also do these readings in German. You can find my German channel also in the description box below. Alright, so Sagittarius, I really like this month when it comes to astrology, because we don't have that many tense moments really here. We have two little squares in the beginning of the month, around the 3rd and the 6th of August, so there might be a little tension when it comes to communication and ego. But then we really have a very clean, non-stop forward movement here with really nice aspects. We have a lot of trines with Venus going into Libra, which is a really nice energy for love and love relationships. And we have two really nice moons, one in Leo and another one in Aquarius. So a lot of consciousness, a lot of fiery energy. We're in Leo season. You have the Leo card out here, so maybe you're dealing with Leo. Let's look at your cards. The Two of Wands is the card you're coming into with this month, and this really talks about making plans, figuring out the next step in a maybe more passionate way that you just started. So you're now at, I would say, a moment where you really need to figure out the next step. I don't like so much the description as crossroads, because it's not so much crossroads. It's more like, okay, what is the next thing to do, and how do I plan it out, and how do I get to the next level of what I actually want. So it's not one way or the other. It's more like what to do and how to get it and how to work on what I want. I really like this because it means that you're planning, you're really constructing something nice. I think maybe it's about financial matters with the 8 of Pentacles here. So this could be a really good moment for planning how to invest. For me, the 8 of Pentacles is an investment card. It's a card of also resources working for themselves. Also a card of focus. So you focus your energy, your resources, your time specifically into the things that bring the most growth. It's really a very good card for projects, for mastering a skill, for finding discipline and focus to have really the best results, because after that the 9 of Pentacles is coming up, and that's just like a wonderful card for self-confidence. So you're really working on yourself, maybe working on your finances with this card, and working on a skill, deepening a skill. It's not so much learning a new skill, more like deepening a skill and getting better at something, and really be more disciplined about how to use your whole energy really to manifest. So wonderful card. You can really concentrate on yourself this month and gain results therefore. And by the end of the month you have the Strength card. So again, a new fiery, passionate moment coming. Maybe you felt like, because we have a 9 of Wands here on the bottom of the deck, so maybe you felt a little worn out, or maybe you came into this month with a sense of, oh, the way is already so long. Because with the 9 of Wands, it doesn't really mean that we don't have strength, because there is decks where this card is actually also called Strength. But it's more like a strength you gain from knowledge and experience, from experiencing all these different steps and going this long, difficult way. So you know you went this long way, so you can also take the last big step. And I think you're gaining this fiery moment to really have that energy to move passionately forward after this long journey, and to find the strength within the experience that you have had so far. So that's a wonderful energy for you here. So this month, really concentrating on yourself, I see, is your forte, forte in like literally la force, you know. So love relationship looks a little more complicated here, to be honest. Let's see. I kind of want to just clean the energy here, because it just is a little less forward momentum, I would say. But let's work ourselves through the cards and see what comes up. It seems like there is this is a situation of no communication, no contact, and everybody's waiting in a way. It's like the waiting game a little bit. What I see here is this person is not so much working on themselves as you are, maybe, or is not seeing this as an opportunity so much to work on themselves right now, but also not really putting the kind of work into the relationship, which makes so much sense, you know, because we kind of first have to really figure out like the relationship with ourselves, and if we're not willing to put the work in ourselves, then we might not be willing to put the work into the relationship. So, or that is a possibility. Right now there is maybe not a lot of very solid offers that you can work with, and it very much to me seems like a quiet after the storm. Maybe you've had a fight with this person, maybe things were said that makes this person also kind of turn their back, you're turning their back. It really seems like two people being mad at each other, honestly. With the Queen of Swords in reverse, there could be a situation where you really maybe said some mean things. Sorry to, you know, Sagittarius, sorry, I don't want to offend nobody, but it just, the cards are suggesting that this might be the case. With the Eight of Swords in reverse, I'm on one hand, you feel like, well, okay, now I'm finally out of a circle of thinking and I freed myself out of this circle. Maybe you're also thinking a lot about your past self being trapped in a certain way of thinking here, and you're out of that, and it maybe has to do with the person you're dealing with, and now you're like, oh, now I'm realizing like how silly I was, maybe, and you're really, it seems like you're really realizing more something about yourself than this connection per se. But with the Queen of Swords, I think you don't have all the information just yet from this other person, and there is some sort of don't be too quick to analyze, you know, don't be too quick to analyze and to interpret into something, because it seems like with the Queen of Swords in reverse, you're just maybe missing out on some information. It's not your fault, it's just it hasn't been presented to you yet, you know, the universe has not shown you the full picture yet, so that's why also there is not there is no real will from both sides to move on from the situation. I think the situation is not over, it's just like a timeout. It seems like there was a round of fighting out things, and now it's like, okay, let's go into our corners and breathe for a second. It's really, that's how it feels like here, because it seems like you're fighting out something here. Maybe that this person doesn't want to invest enough into the thing, and you're like realizing that now, and how you've been trapped in thinking that things are fine, but they're not, because now you're investing in all these resources into yourself, and you're realizing like, wow, oh, that's actually what I deserve. How much I'm putting into myself, I want also other people to put in me, or put into themselves. So it's a lot about realization about a former self, but I would still, with the Queen of Swords, be mindful of drawing conclusions about the whole situation, because I don't think you have all the information just yet. This other person might reach out, really. I see that. The Page of Wands suggests that there could be a message coming in, maybe just like a playful, not so serious, not very solid offer, but maybe like a hey, what's up, or like a funny thing, a meme or something. I wouldn't dismiss it like right away, because this is just their way of trying to get your attention. I don't see it's ill-spirited or ill-willed, and it's really suggesting that you stay fair, and that in general in this situation you want to stay fair. I want to read from the book for this card, because there's often messages that come out that are not my first intuition, and it's a very good guidance, I think. So let's see what the booklet has to say. 38. So if you are sometimes not sure what I'm saying because I have an accent, well, I'm not gonna apologize for it. It's just that's just how I talk. But yeah, I am not a native English speaker, so my English is sometimes a little different. All right. 38. 38. To be fair. Essential meanings: balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefit. I like that. The law of cause and effect. I see that very much so, because there was just like a, I feel like there was some sort of fight here, like verbal fight. The Oracle's message: life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. You move from being, from stasis, from doing, from discovering, to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. I'm just going to show you the card while I'm reading it. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. Relationship message: can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking. And the Queen of Swords here, really, when she's in reverse, she might think about listening a little more, maybe. Just a suggestion, I'm sorry. Can you find a way to achieve fairness right now? This is a time for listening as well as speaking, for understanding as well as asking to be understood. There is much to be learned, and you will learn it if you remain open and objective, weighing options and considering all sides. Your heart wants to connect to others, so allow for a balanced exchange of ideas and actions. The best kind of relationship is one in which there is mutual benefit and each party feels heard, valued, and respected. Be fair to all. And yeah, with this Queen of Swords in reverse here, I also thought, like, treat the person how you want to be treated. That's to be fair, really, to be fair. Prosperity message: now is a time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail and you will be treated accordingly. In all your affairs, you will be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners, and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you're compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiations, so remember that all things must be fairly recompensed. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. So, and at last, I feel like this booklet is really summing up the whole reading that I just did. So I could have just read this in the beginning. Injustice and inequity are part of life, but they don't have to define your experience. This is a time when you may observe an injustice right righted and fairly redressed. Perhaps you come to the rescue of someone else or are called to answer for a personal slight. You will be amazed by the sense of power that surges through you when you stand up for yourself and others. This card also indicates a good time to advocate for others who are less fortunate. Choose your cause and commit to it because you can make a difference. One thing is for certain, if fairness is your intention, the situation will be resolved for the highest good of all concerned through acts of kindness, empathy, and courage. Wonderful. Okay, Sagittarius, and the readings. Oh my God. The charms. I'm sorry. Next in your readings, the charms. That's what I wanted to say. This reading feels, it's not even that long yet, and it does already feel like an eternity to me. It's interesting. Sometimes readings feel really short and they're super long. This is the opposite. I like it. It's very compact then. All right, let's see what's coming out. Okay, this is sticking to me. So yeah, clarity. It's really important to stick to your analytical self and try to gain clarity right now. This is the most important thing for you. Again, we have another crystal here, so that's double. Yes, understanding, I think really understanding things about your own mind where you maybe were trapped in ideas in the past that now are released, and you can release them, so you're gaining a lot of mental clarity here. Wow, okay, you guys are butting heads here. That's like the two same cardinals butting their heads here. You're like made of the same, how do you say, made of the same stone, made of the same, you're made of the same material basically, and that's why you're maybe butting heads here at times. I don't think this is a codependency issue. Maybe this person has been dealing with codependency issues, but they're healing it and protected by it here with the smoky quartz. They are also going maybe through a transformation when it comes to money and how they want to build their stability. They need a little time. They're gaining knowledge. They're really following their intuition here. With the snake and this little pin. So maybe this could really be the topic here, like money could be an issue maybe between the two of you. And how they don't focus as much as you wish them to focus on their own stability and strength. But they're working on it, you know, they're transforming themselves. You're really thinking about settling with this person, maybe. Maybe this is like, oh, is this a person I can settle with? And do I like the journey of that? Do I have the energy for that? Because also, it seems like your batteries need a recharge, especially mentally. So take your time to mentally recharge. You're really wearing yourself out here a little bit with the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Swords in reverse. So it's okay to take a recharge. And I think with your ideas coming together, you could really be prosperous here also financially. I think it's important to work together here to have results. Maybe you are a little stronger here in this whole thing because your stone is a little bigger, you know, and you're a little more solid. But this person very much knows what you're made of, and you know what they're made of, and you kind of belong together. Come on. This is so cute that they came out. Huh. Well, we have an elephant here too. Maybe they might come back with some new knowledge, with some wisdom that might strike you or surprise you a little bit here with the elephant, and memories that you share also. Maybe they want to share some memory they have in maybe a little bit of a youthful, funny way. And I think you should be open to that, honestly, because they're really trying to bring a light energy into the situation, and that's a good thing, you know, when a person is able to do that, and that's a very good thing because you cannot just stay mad forever. It's just, you can't. You can, but that's just not gonna make your life fun. It's just gonna make your life miserable. So at some point you gotta let the playful energy in again. All right, so yeah, Sagittarius, this is a really fun, cute little reading, and I hope this is helping you move forward in August and helping you maybe understand your situation a little better or on a deeper level. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell if you want to get more notifications for this channel, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.